Hey guys, DT here. Today we're jumping into a quick sneak peek of the upcoming BoomBeach update, and this one here is going to feature a Grappler. The Grappler is going to have 3 different levels, and regardless of the level, the damage the Grappler causes is going to be the same. The difference, however, is going to be, of course, the health of a unit, and therefore the higher the level is, the more the health of a unit is going to be. And of course, the best part is that it's going to have a different speed with which the units are retrieved from the shore of the beach or wherever the Grappler is within the radius of your troops. So let's go ahead and take a look at how it works so you can see it for yourself. And seeing is believing, guys. This prototype is like nothing we've seen before. Absolutely nothing that currently exists in the world of BoomBeach resembles this prototype, and it is so sneaky. And I'm going to show you multiple attacks of various troops and various units. The reason I did that is because I was wondering whether or not the Grappler at level 1, 2, or 3 is going to be able to pick up different troops. For instance, will the Grappler be able to pick up a tank or a Scorcher, or will the Grappler only be able to pick up a floor units like Zookas and heavies and grenadiers and whatnot? So let's go ahead and take a look at how the Grappler works. I'm going to zoom in just 1 second, and you will be able to see the Grappler in action. Watch that little arm retrieving the unit and placing it to where the Grappler is located. Let's take a look one more time, a little bit closer. Watch it grab the unit and place it right over here, and the unit gets taken out almost immediately. And then the Grappler goes for yet another one. So this is me going up in a friendly battle against a friend. We are using Supercell's developers build, guys, so just so you know, things may actually look a little bit different by the time the update drops, so keep that in mind. But basically, I'm going to break it down for you in just 1 second. The Grappler is going to go for the unit that is closest to it. Now, if that unit is a Zooka, it's going to go for a Zooka. If it's a medic, it's going to go for a medic. Now, you also can drop your critters, and therefore the Grappler is also going to go for a critter. This is really great because if you're running low on troops but you still have some amount of GBE but you don't have enough to shock the Grappler, you can drop the critters in front of your troops and the Grappler is going to go for a critter. And depending on your critter level, of course, you may have a various number of critters, and that'll give you a little bit more time to get your troops recollected and can ultimately make a difference between winning or losing. So this was a first friendly battle. Let me go ahead and show you another one, and here I'm using my combo of T-Mats and Johnsons. And the reason I'm using the tanks is because, like I said, I was wondering whether or not the Grappler is going to be able to actually grab the tank because, well, I mean, because purely of the weight. And we're going to see it in just one moment. Will the Grappler or won't the Grappler be able to grab the tank? That, my friend, is going to be a mystery that we will solve in just a few seconds. Okay. So over here, the Grappler is surrounded by multiple flamethrowers, and that is absolutely brilliant. Putting your unit somewhere where where there's really just no way that the unit will be able to make it back to where the rest of the troops are because there are flamethrowers all around, and that will basically guarantee that the unit is going to get fried, unless of course the Grappler can pick up a tank or a Scorcher, and then in that case, the Scorcher or a tank can actually sustain the damage of the flamethrowers. So before I jump in and drop my troops, I used a ton of my GBE to clear some of the defenses, and I'm gonna go from the right hand side, even though on the left there's a perfect opening and I can just go from there. Also, guys, the critters now do take out mines, so ooh, that is super duper awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and watch the troops get closer and closer to the defense buildings and look at how great the radius of the Grappler is. It is actually pulling my troops from all the way this far, and now it's grabbing my Johnsons and the meds, and one by one they get taken out by the cannons and the machine gun. And look at that, guys, the medics are actually rushing for the troops that the Grappler is pulling. Therefore, now my medics are also in the the danger zone, so to say. So right over here, I'm going to reflare and just try to go over from the right hand side, and closer and closer we get to the grappler. And look at that, the grappler pulls the tank. So the answer to the question is yes, the grappler is able to pull the tank. And of course, I'm assuming the scorcher as well, but we're gonna test that out anyway. So we are gonna go and reflare once more, and we have one grappler left on the beach, on the base. And then look at how one by one my troops get plugged in, and look at the tank, how quickly the tank gets taken out, and then another one, and then another one, and the grappler is just placing the troops one after another. As I've mentioned, if you drop your critters are now going to get pulled up. So let's take a look at that right there. So the critters are now actually closer to the grappler, and in just 1 second, the grappler is going to start going for the critters. You can repeat that yourself, you can test that out, and ultimately this is what made the difference for me between losing the friendly or winning that friendly. And now the grappler is pulling the last couple of tanks, and we are going to be able to bring this base down, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek into this very sneaky prototype, and I can't wait until you guys have it in your hands on your device and you can test it out and enjoy it for yourself. Don't forget to smack a like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more awesome sneak peeks, guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, DT is out.